Okay, today we will start the operation basic level one. It's all basic up to 9 levels that we need to go through it. Along the way that you're not very sure, like what I said, please stop me. Today's a one-to-one training with you. Then along the way, wait for the. So okay, here for lesson one, right, we is to allow to provide new joiners or the supervisor, team leader, manager to understand what concept of fulfillment. So by end of this lesson, right, you should know the basic flow of Alerzo operation. Workflow. So the core mindset now that I need to institute to you, right, is the requirement operation side. Whenever we are working on it, we must ensure sufficient working space. Because if you don't ensure sufficient working space, right, the flow of your goods in and out, right, you always have a bottleneck. Number two, honesty and integrity. Reason is that why we need honesty and integrity because in operation side we are handling food products for our customer. We are handling cash transaction that is we are going to receive from our buyer and then from there to bank into the company account and then to pay back the seller. So these are all the honesty and this is very, very important in our business. Okay. Situation awareness. So, in the event of issues such as if there's a fire, there's a flood in the warehouse, what should we do? Because you're the head of the operation side, the head of operation side, then you must stay calm, identify the situation, okay, and you must think of a solution how you can resolve this. Because if you start to panic, then definitely you create issue or situation where the rest of the staff they will feel panic because if my boss is feeling panic, I will be start to panic, correct? Because you must be the person that you know that I can able to stay firm and steady, okay, steady. Embrace and explore all requirements of technology. When I say technology, it doesn't mean it have to be a full scale of operations in terms of high tech. It can be a simple setup such as a barcode, a setup such as coding, a setup such as micro programming that you can work on it. Okay, so that should be what we're going to have to embrace it. Precision, clear understanding of warehouse operation. When I say clear understanding, you must look into every single micro details in the operation side, not macro. Micro meaning deep down to check where really went wrong. How are we going to solve it? The potential problem before it arises. Vigilant, okay, to be vigilant and keep our hazard because safety is the top priority, and our staff safety is even more important. I will say that everybody working operation, everybody deserves to be careful. It doesn't mean that oh this person is a loader, you know, this person is just a verification officer. To me, as long that you work in operation, as the head of the operation, I must concern about your safety. Very, very important. Concern about your safety. Two shoes, shipment condition. In the operation side, we should look into the condition and expiry of the shipment, put away good condition and set aside for any expiry good. Because this portion, right, is tend to be written on the concept that whatever is arriving, I'm not to worry, I just place on quantity that is coming in. As long as it's steady, I don't care, which is wrong. Because we must what we call receive in good condition. Okay, receive in good condition. If I receive, let's say, 1,000 cartons of noodles, if one of the noodles is damaged, torn, should we receive it? No, we should not receive it because it's torn, it's damaged, we should escalate. Okay, so what about inbound movement flow? It's a very similar movement flow that you know about it. So all transport coming in, we try to complete within 30 minutes to 1.5, not to stretch it. And we try to stack with the max height 1.8. Anything above 1.8 meter is a high risk of falling. Items might just drop off And we need to practice the FIFO concept because first in, first out is very important as we are handling products that are with shelf life expiry date. Okay? So shipment details upon receiving, like what I mentioned, to the animation, to it 1.8 meters, understand it, and then we have reward. So this is what we call the turnaround time through the whole presentation here. Okay, this is inbound flow. Now we're doing the portion where it's what we call the outbound movement flow. So outbound movement flow, as we can see right now, we look into the product that is staging inside the warehouse. If you can see from this presentation, that is the inbound 1st June and the inbound 15th June. With the FIFO concept that we are working through, we must always pick the earliest one. Okay, 1st June, not 15th June, 1st June. Yes. Okay, based on the earliest put away record, then you must check based on the invoice order, and then the supervisor must be adopted, okay, to ensure that this has been prioritized. Okay, complete turnaround. Same concept, we try to target before 30 minutes to 1.5 hours. Okay, depend on the fleet type and types of shipment. That's why I put 30 minutes to 1.5 hours. That's what now. Inventory management. I would say this is very important is that we always must make sure that by end of the day we must have a stock count. We must have a stock count. So when we say stock count, is to study the system versus the physical. Okay, it's not just physical itself, but must be a mention. Finance side, verified shipment return. Okay, versus invoice on the same day. But let's say you do not on the same day, I know that some of when I was at UFO, they are telling me that there are still some of the SDR they come back on the same day, on time, they come back on next day. Make sure that you as the head of this operation do check on them and do verify and do not assume that oh they have been doing this for months. Okay, so you have to go there and check say, okay, can I check, do a random check, can I check the record of yesterday, the cash that we're supposed to collect? And today have all the SDR returned back with the cash. Then which SDR has the returned back with the cash? Please inform me. So you must close this without fail. Returns, okay, damage shipments must be followed up without fail and trigger back the warehouse. Housekeeping, ensure warehouse tidiness and sorted label and batch number to indicate shelf life. So this is the part that I need to highlight to you is housekeeping tend to be very weak in operation side. So I did mention when I was on the operation side, I did tell them is that during the peak hours, we are very busy. We are going through all the outbound big impact. But during the lull period, let's say after lunch, 2 to 4, it's a bit quiet, all right? So we tell the guys, say guys, if it's the lull period, it's not ready. Let us do some housekeeping. Arrange the pallets, move all those unwanted items away, clear a clear pathway, people can start to work, and the next day is still a good day for everybody. But let's say if you don't do housekeeping, a lot of times, right, there is a lot of risk and potential hazards within the operation side. So I will always institute this habit to all the managers, all the supervisors during the long period. Let us do some housekeeping and clear the place. It's very important. Cycle count, daily and weekly cycle count, but I know that currently now you guys are doing daily count, all right, because verify the orders. But it's as the SKU start to expand, definitely you guys really have to look into SKU. Because currently now, what is the number of SKU you have? How many SKU that you have in your warehouse? Presently. We are going to, let's say, 325 SKUs. Okay. That's SKU, not the number. No, we are responsible for all the SKU. So all together, Okay, good. So also do take note that I always inform previous lesson that you do not stop at 300. You have to think about 500. You have to think about 1,000. You have to think about 10,000. As the company start to expand, you really need to look to all these daily and weekly cycle. Okay, teamwork is very important. Work as a team. Performance. Okay, so you must verify the company dashboard. Okay, they're working on the dashboard to look into your KPI performance, and then we can need to explore if there's any opportunity to improve the operations. So that's the end for the first lesson. Any questions?